Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, and today on In the Kitchen with Sandy we are making a blueberry cream cheese French toast casserole. Yes, that doesn't it sound amazing? Super delicious, super easy, perfect, absolutely perfect for any breakfast meal. This is really good if you're just like wanting something nice and sweet to go with coffee in the morning. Anything, and you can change it up. You can do you can replace the blueberries with peaches, pineapples, strawberries, rhubarb, any of your, or do a strawberry rhubarb. Yes, I love strawberry rhubarb. Anything you want to change it up to if you don't want to do the blueberry, if you're not a blueberry fan, but we are blueberry fans here In the Kitchen with Sandy. So we're going to get this casserole together. Very simple. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, what I've got here is I've got just a little baking dish here. Now, if you want to, I'm making half of a recipe. I'm not making a whole recipe. Feel free to double this recipe for the bigger 9x13 pan. But I've got my little baking dish here. I think this is like an 8x8 or 9x9 baking dish, and I've just lightly grease the bottom of it. So I've also got here, this is about 10 slices of bread, day-old bread, couple day-old bread, and I've just cut it in nice big chunks, you can see, because I like it bite size. We're just going to add this to, we're not going to add all of it, we're going to add about half of it, slightly over half, to the bottom of the pan here. Now, if you wanted to use like a French bread, a nice crusty, thicker, harder bread, it would be really super delicious with that as well. But I'm okay with this bread here. This works absolutely perfect. No need to go out and buy French bread. So we're just use slightly over half of that into this pan, or this baking dish here. Then what you're going to do next is you're just going to take a whole block of cream cheese, and I just kind of cut it in little chunks, you know, the best you can cut cream cheese, right? You know, it's really hard to cut cream cheese. Anything cream is kind of hard to cut. But I'm just going to place them right over the top of the bread here. Just kind of scatter them out. Like so. This is, like I said, this is super delicious, and you know, this is great. A lot of people like to cook stuff like this for like Christmas morning or Thanksgiving morning or Easter morning. But you know what? You don't have to wait for a holiday to cook stuff like this. You need to be giving this stuff to your family. Look how sticky that is. Every day, you got to be showing your family you love them every single day. And you know, this is quick and easy, and this is something that you can put together really, honestly, in a matter of minutes. Now you're going to take some fresh blueberries. This is about 3/4 of a cup. And you're just going to sprinkle it right over top. How easy is that? Alright, now we're going to add the rest of our bread pieces right over top of this. Now that you got the blueberries and the cream cheese, just right over the top. Alright, in my bowl here, I have got 6 large eggs, and we're going to go ahead and whip that together just a little bit, beat them together, just so we can get those egg yolks broken up. And then to this, we're going to add about a teaspoon of vanilla, or a little more. And then we're going to add about a 1/3 cup favorite, what is that? Pancake syrup. Listen at me. I'm already losing my mind, and it's early. And then we're going to use about a 1/2 to 3/4 cup of milk and some heavy whipping cream. It's probably about a 1/3 cup of heavy whipping cream, and then we're just going to mix this together. until it's well combined. Your breadcrumb mixture, and you're just going to pour this right over top. Yummy, yummy. Just try to make sure you get every little bit of it covered, or just a little bit on there anyway. I'm just going to saturate that bread beautifully. Perfect. And then with your fork, you can just kind of take it and press it down in there. Press that mixture down in there. Just kind of smush the bread down in there, if you will. And smush is a, you know, it is a cooking term. You have to smush it down in there. Now what you're going to do is you're just going to cover this with some foil. Cover it tightly. And then we're going to pop this in our preheated 350 degree oven. Now that's going to bake for about 25 to 30 minutes on 350 degrees covered. After 25 to 30 minutes, we're going to uncover it and let it bake for an additional 20-25 minutes until it's nice and done. Alright guys, my French toast casserole blueberry cream cheese French toast casserole has been in the oven. It was in the oven for 30 minutes with the foil on top of it. I removed the foil and left it at the same temperature, and it's been in there for about another 20 minutes. So we got about 10 minutes to go on it. What we're going to do now is finish the topping that's going to go right over top of that to make it just extra special delicious. Alright, now what you're going to need for this, I'm not really sure if I can get down in that pan, but you know what's about to be happening here. I'm going to tell you exactly the ingredients I'm putting in there. I'm going to put about a half a cup of water into my saucepan. And then we're using a half a cup of white sugar and about 2 good tablespoons of brown sugar. And then we're going to use about 2 tablespoons of butter. That's going to go in there as well. Give it a nice stir. And this is going to make for a delicious, delicious topping to go right on it. That's not it though. We're not just using butter, sugar, and water. Then we're going to also add about 1 teaspoon of cornstarch. Just going to toss that right in there. And I know y'all can't see down in there. Maybe that's a bit better. And I've got this on medium low, and we're just going to combine this, and we're going to cook it for about 3 or 4 minutes. We're going to bring it up to a boil and cook it for about 3 to 4 minutes. Then we're going to add another big nice handful of blueberries to it. Okay, this has been boiling for about 3 to 4 minutes. Look at that. It's a nice sugary, buttery mixture there. And what the cornstarch is going to do is it's going to allow it to thicken a little bit. Now what we're going to do is we're going to add our blueberries in there. I gotta have one of those. Yummy. Oh, those are nice and sweet. Now we're just going to cook these on low. Let me turn it down a little bit, if you can see in there. It's a little dark here at my house. It's been raining all day. But we're going to cook these just until they start to open, and you'll hear them popping. Until it's like a nice blueberry deliciousness, which should only take about maybe 5 minutes. Alright my friends, my blueberry cream cheese French toast, try to say that fast 3 times, is out of the oven, and it is nice and golden brown and beautiful. My blueberry deliciousness sauce is ready to go. I simmered it really for about 10 minutes until the blueberries started popping nicely, and the color is absolutely beautiful in this rich blueberry delicious sweet sauce that's going to go over top. Let's go ahead and take a look at it. Look how absolutely lovely that is. I want you to take a look at my delicious blueberry topping that's going to go right over top of that. And then what you're going to do is you're just going to pour that right over top. And it's just going to go right down into that deliciousness. Oh my gosh. It's going to give it a beautiful, beautiful color. Look at that. Look at that. Are you seeing it? And I want every bit of that on there. Look at that. I'm getting it all over my counter. So what I like to do next, now that I got my mess up, is I like to just kind of poke with a nice big fork, or a little fork, it doesn't matter. Just go ahead and poke down in there so that blueberry deliciousness is just going to go all throughout. And when you cut it, it's going to be nice and marbleized, beautiful looking in there. Look at that. This is absolutely amazing, served nice and hot just like this. But I recommend that you do allow it to sit for about 15 or 20 minutes to allow it to set, if you will, and allow all those blueberry juices to just penetrate right down into that delicious layer. So I really hope you like this recipe because we really like it. I know you're gonna love it. Make sure you make it this weekend for your kids, your husband, your wife, your grandmother, whoever you want to make it for. You can make it for the neighbors. You can just make it for yourself. You know I love you guys so very much. I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you on the next recipe episode.